Lots of daytime hockey, right,
Yes,
Tony? It's pretty exciting. So,
yes.
morning team, we took the under in that Senators Blues game. So far, so good. We're looking good with only a quarter to go.
Yeah, so far so
We're
good.
in
If you had Ducks
period.
money line, that 2-0 lead blew away quick, and they're in trouble here, Florida
Right.
on the power play. So we'll see how that one rolls. Of course, if it's Anaheim, you know what's going to happen. So anyway, here we go. Here we go tonight, 7:30 Eastern time. We got. I like your Nebraska hat today. They helped me a
Well,
lot
thank you.
yesterday.
Well, good. That's what I look for. Helping other people out. That's good.
That's right. Delaware State here against South Carolina State. Delaware State made some headlines probably a few years ago when they went to UNLV and won outright as a massive underdog. But anyway, Delaware State here laying two, total 146.5.
Yeah, this South Carolina State team is 5-21, while Delaware State cranking it out at 5-20. So yeah, I mean, neither one of these teams here are particularly good, of course. So that's why I'm going to just go ahead and take a look at the total here today. I have this one actually going over the total. All of my modeling here that I take a look at, like the year-long averages, home and away records, head-to-head matchups, rolling averages in conference play. I have those all going over here, the total. Delaware State, they're actually, 5 points better on the season in scoring where they had been at the beginning of the season, but they're allowing 9 more points here on defense. And then if I take a look at, the Delaware State, it's kind of the same thing, right? They're still allowing, 5 points more on offense I mean, getting 5 more points on offense and allowing about 5 more points here on defense. But South Carolina State kind of currently holds a little bit of edge here on the offense, and Delaware State, they're a little bit better on defense today. But other than that, everything is pretty matched pretty evenly, like the spread here kind of dictates as well. But if I take a look at maybe tempo, I would say that South Carolina State has a little bit of the edge. But my modeling has this one total points of about 148 to 151. The last game ended at 142, but ultimately 171 in overtime. So again, if I take a look at these two teams where they didn't quite make this, 146.5 total before, but they're both scoring 5 more points, better on offense. I definitely think we have potential to get this one over today. Like it over 146.5.
Yeah, I mean, he said go over 146.5, South Carolina State and Delaware State. And of course, when you kind of look at defensive form here, Mindy, with these two teams, you can understand the over here as they're not trending very well defensively. Just some brutal numbers here. Here, looking here at South Carolina State, giving up over 50% shooting over their past five. And of course, Delaware State gave about 47% here in that same period.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not really looking too good for either of these teams, right? And if I take a look at just even some trends, right? They're 5-0. South Carolina State's last 5 games following an ATS loss. And if I take a look at both of these two teams, oh, I don't know. They really like to play on Mondays. They're going over the total. They're 9-3 on Monday games, both of these guys. So I think that they could go ahead and, like I said, keep up the scoring. Not much defense. Play at a pretty fast pace. So I think they can make it.
Yeah, I mean, since January 7th, South Carolina State has given up 50% or greater in all but 2 games against the conference. That's pretty brutal.
It is bad.
All right, we got South Carolina State and Delaware State over 146.5. This one will have a start time here of 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's go over at TonySpeaks.com for today's action. Of course, today we got we have a few hockey games still left on the board. We have a lot of afternoon action here on this holiday weekend, holiday Monday here for today. A few here from the NHL. A pretty big college basketball card because the Big West decided to put everybody in action tonight. What do you have going over at Tony Speaks?
Yeah, so a couple more hockey games coming up here in about 50 minutes or so. So we'll have even more afternoonish action. But yeah, today I just have the one play in the NHL today. That's going to be in the late game tonight. And then I also have 3 plays in college basketball. So it's kind of one of those, like today we have really big, heavy favorites in hockey, and we kind of have the same way. To me, it kind of seemed like we're looking at 8 to 10 points, a lot of spreads out there. And those are some of the games that I kind of tend to to stay away from a little bit. So I do have, I think, a pretty good mix of games here today with the 3 pack in college basketball, and of course, I did 2 best bets. One in college basketball and one in hockey, of course. So yeah, I'm keeping everything going. Looking for another good night here again, Tony. But that's what we talk about daily, right? If you're not wanting to play all of these a la carte, make sure you get something a little bit long term. I did go ahead and just move my college basketball package. I put it up for 144. You can get that for the rest of the season. You can get all of my plays there. Up 682 units in college basketball. So feeling like I'm seeing the card pretty well. And it's going to be a good time to get this season long, the rest of the month or so package to really get you through March Madness, Tony.
That's right. I got a board here with Mindy Hahne over at Tony's Picks. We'll flash the numbers up again for you, where she's been on absolute fire here. We've got here 39.19 units of profit for 2023 based on $100 wager there. It's been on fire here. So Mindy today in action today with college basketball 3-pack up there, as well as an NHL guaranteed best bet for primetime action as well. Also, college basketball guaranteed best bet here in primetime action as well. So a lot of primetime action up here from Mindy. So get on board. You've seen the great results here. These are profit guarantee, meaning the most turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Also, the longer term passes, we've been talking about that, is a really good value here. Here we are on a Monday, but you know what? I think that with the way Mindy's running, you should consider that 1 month all sports pass. You get all of Mindy's pre and plays here for 30 days. That would include all of Mindy's, of course, her NBA returns here on Thursday, as well as her NHL. Of course, college basketball. There's a lot of coverage here with college basketball. Remember, the conference tournaments begin next Monday. The A-Sun with their first round gets it underway here, and the A-Sun closes off their regular season on Friday. And then that week, next week, we're gonna have a lot of the small conferences beginning some of their conference tournaments, some campus site games and whatnot. So we're already getting into the conference tournament action starting on Monday in the A-Sun, and then a lot of smaller conferences for next week as well, as teams are starting to wrap up their conference play. Also, so that 1 month pass includes all your conference tournament action, includes NCAA tournament action here with those first 4 games that go off on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then we have that round of 64 that go off Thursday, Friday, and every game from the round of 32 on that Saturday, Sunday is also covered, as well as some of the minor tournaments the following week. So it's a great time to get on board with Mindy's 1 month pass. Lots of volume here. That's about half the NCAA tournament, if not more than half, that first week, right? Because they whittle teams down. They whittle teams down to 16, right? So you'll have all those games when they whittle to 16. So there you go with that 1 month pass. You could use the promo code TonyT at checkout and you'll save 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy for more picks. They can also check you out there with Ramon in the mornings on Saturdays through Thursday with that morning steam, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And you also post the game lineup in our Discord.
That's right. So we're busy folks over here at Tony's Picks. But yeah, you could go to my Twitter page at Tony's Picks Mindy, where I put out another NCAA college basketball pick for you today to take a look at. Make sure you go ahead and hit the follow button, the retweet, and make sure you click on the bell to get the notifications, because you never want to miss out when we put out these free picks on Twitter. And then, yeah, you can get into Discord, which is part of our morning steam function. Discord's a little bit of a chat room where we do put in the morning steam lineup for the following day. So, yeah, we're looking for your picks, your predictions, your props, the games you're looking forward to the following day, how you did your bets. I mean, all of it, right? And then also make sure you check us out every day. Oh, almost every day. I like to say every day. It feels like it sometimes. But yeah, every Saturday through Thursday. Friday is our only day off. You can see us at 8 a.m. Central Time. It's a nice place where, we can take a look at the first look of line movements, the steam, where the sharps are at, the injuries, a place where like-minded people can go and just kind of hang out in the morning. It's a fun place to be. We do chat about wrestling and President's Day and all the kind of good stuff. So yeah, it's a fun place to be to get your information, your due diligence, so you can go ahead and make the most out of your profits every day with your picks.
Well, it looks like somebody's making the most out of the product. Looks like a new truck up there. So, guys, get
Yeah.
up. Yeah, that's right. So, lots of great stuff up here, guys. We've got a great community here at Tony's Picks, and of course, you can go over to our Discord. We have the link there in our chat room. Just click it and get on over there. And a lot of great sports betting discussions here. And we're pretty much like-minded. As you know, here on our channel, we give you the picks, we give you the data behind it, and a lot of analysis. And those folks that are like-minded kind of are attracted to our channel, and they kind of do the same thing on the Discord. So if that's what you're looking for, you'll find it there. A lot of guys up putting their plays in there and helping each other out. That's really what it's all about there. It's a lot of there's not a lot of nonsense, and we don't really. I think just based on our tone here, it's not attracting those folks that just want to that are looking to be nonsensical and just want to what I'm talking about. It's a mature area there with like-minded adults who just like to do it in a civil way. So guys, check it out over on Discord. Of course, you can find Mindy as well over on Tony's Picks. Mindy with more social media content up there as well, and of course that morning Steam show. You can check the replay right now over on YouTube channel, or you can check it out over on our podcast. It's Tony's Picks is the podcast Tony's Picks on all major platforms. So if you prefer to listen to it on your iPad or on your way home, check out the show that way as well. All right, Mindy, as always, great having your show. We got the big one up there.
Yep,
yeah,
the big dog.
Yeah, the big dog. The big dog is here on Monday. So I heard they were a little yesterday. They were a little restless with each other, weren't they? Going at each other.
Oh, yeah, they had this one over here.
Oh no.
So what happens is the big dog will step on her or something, and then she takes it out on the medium-sized dog, Nikki, and so those two will fight. So yeah, she was a little bit angry yesterday.
Whitney, right? Whitney.
Yep, Whitney
is there.
Yeah, she's the firecracker.
The firecracker there. All right, we got her settled down today. There's Whitney. All right, Mindy.
They were fighting literally under the table.
That's right. That's pretty cool.
I thought Ramon's like, what kind of horror show are we on?
Absolutely. Pretty cool. You can hear they were growling each other. It's pretty funny. All right, Mindy. Have a great afternoon. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. See ya.
You got it.